This is called West Shining Tree. West Shining Tree. West? But west of where? How far west? Northwest? Southwest? Please send coordinates. I need to get there uniambically. Longitude and latitude, please. Why is it shining? That affirms light, life, though west also associates with death, which also affirms life if you're not dead. What kind of tree is it? Leafy, tall, hardwood, fever tree, balsa? A tree of luminous fruit? In prose, it's evening light through a tree looking east to west. May it be more. An emblem, a synthesis of something beyond another sundown on the back lawn under the retractable awning. I want to stand beneath this tree. I want to put my hand to its bark. I'll leave tonight. No, Tuesday. I'll head dead west and ask of all I see, which is the way, the long or the short way, to the west shining tree. This is, anybody ever hear the term the Goldfish Room? It's a police term. The Goldfish Room is where the cops beat you in the head with the phone book. This would be a persona poem. There's a section of poems in this book spoken by other people other than my normal persona. You could argue that all poems, or certainly my poems, are virtually all persona poems, but some are more so than others. No way I rat. I don't give a row of red apples. I've been at the wrong end of sharper things. I've been hit in the head by harder things. A diamond anvil once, the flat of my mother's hand. A shovel, pickaxe, that time my face was on fire. There was the bus backed over my head. My skull still pliable enough, the doctor molded it back, this was the 1940s, to almost normal. By my third arrest for literacy, the cops knew I was a bum case. I said, if you hang me, do it high enough so the wolves can't eat at night my feet. They gave me a choice, rubber hose or the yellow pages. I said, the yellow pages, so afterwards I can look up bulldozers, so I can look up acetylene and stone, so I can look up your address, so I can look up salt to sow. I've been hit harder, heavier with this object or that word by people who didn't care, which did scare me. What gashes, what lacerations were left. I find things like that, and often my poems start with something I read, and I came across that thing about the Goldfish Room, and just start trying to imagine what that would be like, what a guy would say. I mentioned this poem to you earlier, Claudia. It's called Soup Teachers. It's an elegy to Bama, to your grandmother. Soup teachers, we called them, the woman who stood behind the cafeteria counters and dished it out. Fish sticks, undocumented meat, soup. War widows, and then the wives of the war wounded, then the women who worked in war industries, of whom my mother was one, got first dibs on these jobs. It wasn't a law, my father said, it just was. My father was deferred for reasons of agriculture. During another war, I too was deferred for reasons other than agriculture. Though short-lived for soup teacher, my mother took another job that better suited her soft and sonorous voice. She was the one, when you picked up the phone, who said, "Number, please." She lost that work when dials came in. Her voice was sweet, but she couldn't sing, so she used it less and less. My father was mostly deaf until she never spoke 3 syllables in a row again.